For over 240 years, people have risked everything on Oak Island, chasing whispers of lost treasures, hidden chambers, and secrets buried deep beneath the surface. Generation after generation believed something extraordinary lay waiting underground. But nothing could have prepared them for what was finally uncovered. After endless failures, flooded shafts, collapsed tunnels, and theories that led nowhere, a discovery emerged that stopped everyone in their tracks. Experts, historians, and treasure hunters alike were stunned. What surfaced wasn't just another clue. It was a find that could rewrite the story of Oak Island forever. $500 million in pure gold. In this video, we reveal the secret that stayed hidden for centuries, and the moment that made the world hold its breath. If you love ancient mysteries and unbelievable discoveries, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because what comes next is bigger than anyone imagined. Let's dive in. Oak Island has always fought back. Every time teams tried to dig deeper, something went wrong. Water rushed in, tunnels collapsed, equipment failed, and each setback only made the mystery darker. Some believed the Knights Templar hid unimaginable treasure here. Others claimed original Shakespeare manuscripts were buried below. There were even rumors of a hidden chamber tied to a powerful secret society. Millions of dollars were spent. Lives were lost. And still, no final answer. That's what makes Oak Island so haunting. The deeper you go, the stranger it becomes. Every excavation reveals new questions, new theories, and new secrets. So the real question remains, is Oak Island just legend? Or is something beneath it powerful enough to rewrite history? Everything changed when the team decided to explore a location that had been ignored for decades. An unassuming stretch of land between two lots no one thought mattered. New data suddenly lit up their screens. Satellite imagery and underground scans revealed something shocking. A perfectly flat surface buried deep below. Straight, clean, artificial. It didn't look natural. The team suspected a hidden chamber, a sealed tunnel, or even a buried wall. This time they weren't relying on luck or guesses. Advanced ground scans probed deep beneath the soil. LiDAR created detailed 3D maps of what the naked eye could never see. Magnetometer readings and sonic drilling helped identify metal, stone, and empty spaces underground. All the evidence pointed to one thing. Something massive was buried there. Marty made it clear. This wasn't speculation anymore. Science was leading the way. Every inch was excavated slowly and carefully. No heavy machinery, no risks. Each layer was removed by hand, recorded by drones, analyzed in real time. Whatever was down there had survived centuries, and they weren't about to destroy it now. At first, the dig revealed nothing unusual, just soil, stones, waterlogged ground, and old wood fragments. Then everything changed. An excavator struck something solid. The sound was unmistakable, not rock, not soil. It echoed like a wall being hit. The team froze, tools stopped, cameras rolled. As the area was cleared, a smooth, cement-like surface appeared. It looked unnatural, too flat, too precise. Then came the lines, perfectly straight markings carved into the surface, clearly designed by human hands. As digging continued, an edge appeared. Then a corner. It looked like part of a room, maybe even an entrance. Faint tool marks covered the structure, and the shape wasn't random. Every angle was deliberate. This wasn't nature. Marty called it the strongest physical structure ever uncovered on Oak Island. Not a hint. Not debris. A real construction. Possibly an entryway. Rick's reaction said everything. This find was different. The texture, the alignment, the curved edges. Someone planned this. Someone built this. The biggest question now: what lies behind it? A sealed chamber? A hidden passage? Or the legendary vault people have whispered about for centuries? As more layers were removed, doubt vanished. The stones were aligned in flawless rows, each one identical in size and shape, fitted together with precision no natural formation could achieve. Experts on site confirmed it. Nature does not create structures like this. Even more shocking were the wooden fragments discovered nearby. Tests suggested they dated back hundreds of years. Proof that human hands worked here long ago. Whoever built this knew exactly what they were doing, and they wanted it hidden. Speculation exploded. Some believed it was a fortified vault. Others suspected a treasure chamber designed to protect something priceless. And then came the most jaw-dropping theory of all. Hidden behind this structure could be gold worth over $500 million. Not coins scattered randomly, but carefully stored wealth. Protected, sealed, forgotten. Who built it remains a mystery. Templars, a secret brotherhood. A powerful group whose story was erased from history. But one thing is undeniable. This was no ordinary construction. This wasn't just stone and earth. It was a message from the past. And Oak Island may finally be ready to reveal the truth the world has waited centuries to uncover. As the team studied the massive stone wall more closely, something unusual immediately stood out. One corner felt different. The soil there was softer, almost disturbed, and there was a faint rush of air coming from within. That alone was enough to raise alarms. Air movement underground usually means one thing: empty space, possibly a sealed passage, an old doorway, or a hidden tunnel waiting to be revealed. Rick didn't hesitate. He ordered the team to slow everything down and work only by hand. No tools, no risks. Every grain of dirt was carefully removed. Before long, a narrow opening formed between the stones. It was just wide enough to slide in a small fiber-optic camera. When the live feed appeared on the screen, silence took over. The camera revealed a long, tight tunnel stretching into darkness. Its walls were smooth, straight, and unmistakably shaped by human effort. In several spots, aged wooden beams could be seen reinforcing the passage. Classic structural supports similar to those used centuries ago. That was the moment all doubt disappeared. This wasn't nature. This was intentional. A man-made tunnel. The camera continued deeper, eventually revealing what looked like a slightly wider space ahead, almost room-like. Exactly the kind of chamber described in old treasure legends. But the mystery didn't end there. As the team examined the stone surfaces around the tunnel, they noticed strange markings. At first glance, they resembled ordinary tool scars, but closer inspection told a different story. These weren't random. They were carvings. Some resembled ancient crosses, symbols often associated with the Knights Templar. In one corner, there appeared to be engraved writing, not English, possibly Latin, or perhaps a coded script. The markings were immediately documented and sent to a specialist in ancient symbols. The expert's response sent chills through the team. The symbols closely matched known Templar-style markings, often used as directional guides or location markers. At that point, this was no longer just an excavation. It had become a historical investigation. As digging continued, more decayed wooden remains surfaced. Some pieces looked like fragments of a staircase or doorway. Others were long beams used for support. One piece even showed burn marks, as if fire or torches had once been used in the space. That detail alone confirmed prolonged human activity underground. Rick summed it up perfectly. Nothing they were seeing could be explained by natural forces. Every element showed planning, precision, and intent. This wasn't just stone buried in soil. It was part of something much larger. The deeper they analyzed the site, the clearer it became. This place wasn't just hidden, it was deliberately concealed. Stones were arranged with extreme care. The soil above didn't match the surrounding land, as if it had been transported and layered intentionally to disguise what lay beneath. This wasn't a cave or a pit. It was engineered to stay secret. Even the stone joints told a story. The precision was so perfect that neither air nor water could pass through, an incredible achievement, especially on an island surrounded by water. The wooden reinforcements proved that the builders expected this structure to last. And then came another shocking detail. Traces of coconut fiber were found, materials not native to the region at all. Someone had brought resources from far away to construct this place. No one goes to such lengths without a reason. Either something incredibly valuable was hidden here, or something meant to never be found. When Rick and Marty fully grasped what was unfolding, their reactions said everything. Marty, usually the voice of logic, was unusually quiet. After staring at the structure for a long moment, he finally spoke. He had never seen anything like this before, and if it was real, it surpassed everything they had discovered so far. Rick, visibly emotional, stood silently, studying the wall as if it were speaking to him. When he finally addressed the camera, his voice carried a different weight. This wasn't just another find. It felt like an answer, one that had been hidden in plain sight all along. Other team members echoed the same feeling. Jack described it as the most solid structure they had ever uncovered, clear proof that someone built it and intentionally erased its story. Gary believed something enormous still lay beyond, perhaps not just treasure, but information powerful enough to change history. Marty later added something that stuck with everyone. Oak Island always reveals layers when you think you're close. But this time felt different. This time, it felt like they had finally found the key. The excitement wasn't just about discovery. It was about what might come next. For the first time, speculation was giving way to physical proof, something real, something undeniable. Now the question was unavoidable. Was this tunnel the beginning, or the gateway to something far greater? As new evidence surfaced, old theories began resurfacing with renewed strength. The most dominant pointed once again to the Knights Templar. When they were disbanded in Europe centuries ago, legends claim they hid their treasure and sacred knowledge. Could this island be where it all ended up? The structure's precision, the symbols, and the engineering didn't align with ordinary builders, and the crosses etched into the stone mirrored known Templar insignia. The Templars were said to possess not just wealth, but forbidden knowledge, religious, political, and scientific secrets. If this truly was their vault, it might contain more than gold. It could hold truths powerful enough to rewrite history. Another theory points to the Freemasons. Known for secret symbols, hidden chambers, and coded messages, their influence cannot be ignored. The engraved scripts and stone markers fit their traditions perfectly. Some historians even believe the Templars and Freemasons were connected, making Oak Island a shared legacy. But one unsettling thought continues to linger. What if this isn't just about protecting treasure? What if it was built to guard something too dangerous to reveal? And hovering over it all is the island's darkest legend, the curse. A long-standing belief claims the secret will only be revealed after 7 lives are lost in its pursuit. So far, 6 have already been claimed. Which raises one final chilling question. Is Oak Island ready to give up its secret, or is it still demanding one last price? With this newly uncovered structure, a chilling thought has started to resurface. Some now fear that the so-called seventh death tied to Oak Island's legend could be approaching. Many dismiss the idea as superstition, but not everyone on the island brushes it off so easily. Rick Lagina has openly said he doesn't believe in curses. Still, when strange incidents keep happening again and again, even the most rational minds begin to wonder. Marty has tried to lighten the mood, joking that if the legend were real, at least everyone should wear protective helmets. But beneath the humor, tension is clearly building. During excavation, machines suddenly shut down without explanation. Camera feeds glitch or go completely dark. Team members report hearing unexplained knocks and muffled sounds rising from below the ground. Some call it coincidence. Others aren't so sure. On Oak Island, every unusual moment carries weight. Now, as the team stands just steps away from opening the inner tunnel, a deeper question emerges. Was this place intentionally sealed to prevent anyone from ever reaching it? And could the so-called curse be more than just folklore, perhaps a warning left behind? Oak Island is where history collides with mystery, where belief meets fear, and when all the pieces start fitting together, it begins to feel like something is buried here that was never meant to resurface. Maybe because the truth itself is too powerful. Rick and Marty now face a defining moment. They can walk away and leave this secret locked beneath the earth, or they can open that final barrier and face whatever waits beyond it. Truth, treasure, or something far more unsettling. With the discovery of the massive stone wall, the hidden tunnels, the ancient symbols, and the preserved wooden remains, the question becomes unavoidable. What happens next? Does the excavation end here, or does it push even deeper? For Rick and Marty, this has moved far beyond curiosity. It's become a mission, one they feel compelled to see through, especially now that years of effort finally seem to be leading somewhere real. For the time being, work has paused. Samples of wood and soil have been sent for carbon analysis to determine their true age. Specialists in ancient scripts and symbols are examining the markings found inside the structure. At the same time, engineers are carefully planning how to safely access the tunnel, as parts of it remain unstable. What makes this moment even more extraordinary is that official attention has now been drawn to the site. Security around the area has increased, and reports suggest federal experts may step in to evaluate the discovery. There's even talk of declaring it a protected historical location. If that happens, Oak Island will enter an entirely new chapter. One not just about uncovering secrets, but sharing them with the world. And now comes the moment that truly lingers. What's been uncovered here isn't just another clue. It's a doorway, a passage sealed for centuries, and now, for the first time, finally seen. If that path is opened, whatever emerges from it could change how history itself is understood. This isn't just about gold or legends anymore. This could redefine the past. And this is where Oak Island refuses to let go. Because standing in front of that sealed tunnel, the team realizes something unsettling. Whatever lies beyond it has waited patiently for centuries. Not hidden by accident, not buried by nature, but locked away by design. Every stone, every beam, every symbol whispers the same message. This place was never meant to be opened easily. The deeper they go, the more it feels like the island is testing them, as if it's asking one final question. Are you ready for the truth? What if the tunnel leads to a vault untouched by time? What if it holds wealth beyond imagination? or knowledge powerful enough to change how history is written? And what if opening it comes with consequences no one can predict? For Rick and Marty, there's no turning back now. Too much has been revealed. Too many pieces fit together. What once felt like legend is now solid stone beneath their hands. The line between myth and reality has vanished. So as the excavation pauses and the silence settles in, one thing is certain. This story is far from over. What we've seen so far may only be the surface. The real secret is still waiting, just beyond that wall. And when that final barrier is crossed, Oak Island may finally give up its truth, or demand something in return. Stay ready, because the next discovery could change everything. Those answers are still waiting. And if mysteries like this pull you in, if you want to be there for every breakthrough, every twist, and every revelation, make sure you subscribe. Because what comes next might not just answer questions. It might change everything.